Afternoon guys, it's just turned 1 o'clock and I'm down on Oak Lake at Coking Farm. I'm going into number 32, which is just in front of me. Just behind me you see the car. It's got the mat and the nets and everything that's been soaked in the dip tanks, and it's been travelling around on top of the car. Now the car's got all streaks of whatever it is, disinfectant all down it, but a small price to pay when you're fishing over there. So anyway, I'm going to get all the gear out of the car and I'll catch up with you in a little while. Good afternoon guys, just coming on for 4 o'clock and we're all set up. Now when I got here, I've done a little clip to the camera when I got out of the car. Bright sunshine it was then. I thought this is looking good, I'll get the rods out and then worry about the house later. However, as soon as I put the camera down, the sky was littered with clouds, dark moody clouds, and I thought this ain't looking very good. And then started spitting with rain and I thought, right, that's it, the house is going to have to go up first. So that's what I've done. House went up, then the rods. I've got 2 rods in open water, the middle and the left hand rod. To the left of the island there's a house, big house on the hill up there, and it's sort of one either side of that house. And yeah, so on the left hand rod I've got a OG Fish match the hatch wafter on a spinner rig. Middle rod is OG Fish hardened hooker with a towels up corns topper just to give it some sight. Plastics are banned on this lake, but the towels up corns is, you know, they're basically just a boilie. But yeah, so that's fine. So I'm using those, and that's on my version of the hinge stiff rig on a bottom bait using a hair, and both on running rigs. Both on running leads, and the right hand rod is a spinner rig again, but this time using a black magic bean like I used last time out at festival. Worked very well down there, but it didn't get through to the bigger stamp of fish. But I put that over towards the island, just off the point of the island. As I've put the boat out with the deeper, it's a flat bottom, and a little trough went down and then it went up the side of the slope to the island. Now I didn't want to go too close to the island. I just don't really fancy it, not unless, you know, I see signs of fish being there. But also it's quite choddy. The closer you got to the island, the choddier the bottom got. But on this little trough, as I say, you went along on the deeper, a little tiny trough, and then the slope up. So I've got the bait where that little trough is. Looks really nice, and yeah, it's chod free. It's not a hard bottom, it's a soft bottom, but I put the bait there. On the right hand rod, in the hopper, I've got mainly pellet with some boilies in there. Not a lot, I just want a little bit out there, just enough for any patrolling fish to come along and get their heads down and hopefully trip up. So on the middle and left hand rods, I put a bit more bait in, about 1 kilo on each rod. So I put a mixture of the pellet and boilies. I've got OG fruit and nut and OG fish. A mixture of 50-50 mix of both of those, and the house pellet. So that's what's gone out there. 1 kilo over that one, 1 kilo over this one. So about 2 kilos of bait. They're not a million miles away. Plus some is in the spreader, so there's a good sort of spread from each boatload going towards each rod, if that makes any sense. So where it's spread over that one, it's gone closer to that one, and where it's spread over that one, it's gone closer to that one. So there's a nice sort of patch between the two with bait, and it's been spread out around it. So yeah, a bit of bait out there, and hopefully we get a bite. I'm down on this swim until Sunday. I've got 48 hours in here, and then on Sunday at 1 o'clock I need to shoot over the other side of the lake into swim 25, where I've got another 24 hours. So yeah, I need to be off at 10 o'clock on the Monday morning, unfortunately. I was hoping I'd stick it out a bit longer, but 10 o'clock, you know, I've got no work on Monday, so it's better than working. So that's where we are. We're fishing. We've got a few nights ahead of us, 2 different swims to fish. Fingers crossed, one of these rattles off and we get a nice big chunk on the end. Watch guys, coming up to 6 o'clock, and it's been very quiet on the rods. Sun's just come out again. It's been pretty cloudy, pretty windy, quite chilly. Got the hoodie on, got my joggers on. Even though it's only 6 o'clock, it's little bit chilly. But like I say, nothing on the rods, a couple of single bleeps, that's about it. And yeah, I'm going to leave those out there for the night. I'm not going to mess around resetting them. They're going to stay as they are. I'm happy with them, I'm happy with the spots, I'm happy with the rigs, the bait, etc, etc. Just a case of hoping that something comes along and picks them up. If the wind dies down enough, I will try and put a bit of bait out with the catapult. I did use the spreader on the bait boat, which gives us, you know, quite a big range. So there is bait out there spread around, so I'm happy with that. I'd rather have a spreader bait than a clump of bait, which I think fish must be wised up to. So yeah, a little bit of a spread would be good. And like I say, if I get a chance the wind dies down, I'll just put a few more out on a wider sort of area. But that's it, we're fishing. It's not a bad evening. Like I say, a little bit chilly in the wind, especially when the sun gets covered by those clouds. But yeah, it's very nice. However, it's not going to be nice for long. I think tonight, according to the forecast, it's going to start raining in the night, and tomorrow is going to be a pretty grim day by the look of it. Thunderstorms, heavy rain. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get much filming done tomorrow. It is going to be horrid. It's going to be torrential. I don't think I'm going to get out the bivvy unless the buzzers ask me to. But yeah, anyway, we'll worry about that as and when it comes. In the meantime, we'll enjoy what we've got, and I'll catch you in a bit. Good evening, guys. Just gone 8, and the forecast so far has been bang on. It started raining bang on 8 o'clock, and yeah, it's not very nice out there. I'll show you what. So yeah, a bit grim, but it's going to get worse. I think it's going to be far worse than this before the session's over. Anyway, quick catch up. So a little while ago I went next door, say hello to the guy next door, just to introduce himself, you know, just to get acquainted, just in case we need each other's help in the night. His name's Adam, very nice guy, and he's been down a couple of nights already, and he's had a 20-pounder, and fish are showing in front of him, in front of the swim 33, and while I was talking to him, one topped out, put his head out. Very good sign. And as we sort of parted, said, you know, if you need any help in the night, give us a shout if you want any photos done or whatever. And I said, yeah, likewise. Literally, I sat down, and he's came walking over, and well, in fact, no, I hadn't just sat down, I was watching. The guy's over there. The guy on the left had a take. He was sitting in the swim with the other white van over there, with the other fellow in the middle. And there was all three of them sitting over there. Beep, 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 beep. He's gone running over there. He's playing a fish, and before you know it, the fellow over there is playing a fish. And so they both sort of looked at me like they're pulling into each other, and that's exactly what happened. His fish are kited in front of the fella 2 swims down, and they're fighting against each other. Took a while before they noticed, then the middle one got involved, so they realised he was caught up, but the one on the right there didn't realise he was caught up still. Eventually all sussed on that they're all caught up. The fell on the left rod, and unfortunately he lost it, but yeah, I imagine there's a bit of a mess over there with lines and what have you. But anyway, so I was watching that kerfuffle. Alan came walking over. Oh, can you take a photo? I said, yeah, got one. He said, yeah. Said, any size? I don't know yet, I've not weighed it. So anyway, I went round and looked in the net, thought, well, that could be a 30-pounder, but it wasn't. It was 27 pound 10, and the front end of it was 30-pounder all day or any day, but the back just tapered off, obviously where it's been spawned or something. It's like, yeah, the back end looked empty. So yeah, that would normally be a 30-pounder, I'd say, but 27 pound 10, I wouldn't be complaining. Done the photos, and got back to my bivvy, and my right hand rod bobbin was on the deck. He was sitting on the deck. I hadn't heard anything, and yeah, so I thought, I'm not leaving that. I round down, leaned into the rod, felt a bit of resistance, but couldn't really be sure, and then all of a sudden, yeah, it was free, and it just came in, nothing on it. Yeah, I had to reset the right hand rod. Again, it's gone out of a black magic bean. with some pellet, a couple of boilies, out in the boat, autopilot, sea, boom, out there. I'm sitting in the bivvy doing it, I'm going to be honest. It's raining and I'm thinking this ain't very nice. So yeah, I sat in the bivvy with the rod, controlling it, watching the deeper, and yeah, found my spot. Boom, press the home button, home it comes. Brilliant bit of kit, the old ND2. And yeah, so the boat comes back, get the back lead on, and we're fishing again. So yeah, not sure exactly what happened. We'll never know for sure, will we? But I weren't going to leave it. I weren't just going to tighten up and leave it for the night. Not with the bobbin was on the deck. So who knows what it was? I don't. But anyway, gutted. A little bit gutted, yeah. I wish I was sitting by the rods. I've been sitting there all this time. Unless you've just gone to take the photos and come back. Yeah, who knows what had happened. Anyway, rods are out. We're fishing. I'm staying in the bivvy now, keeping dry, unless they ask me otherwise. Anyway, I'll see you in a bit. This will probably be the last piece to camera for the evening, unless anything happens. So hopefully we'll see you in darkness. But failing that, could be, you know, oh, it's a quiet night, had a great sleep. Let's hope not. Anyway, I'll see you in a bit. Watch you guys. Well, it's midnight, right hand rod. Well, off it went. Well, I say off it went. I've got a pretty tight clutch, so it's shot to the top, a few more clicks, then it dropped back down again, hit into it, felt a bit of pressure, and all of a sudden a ping. I thought, oh no. Lost ping back. I've 100% thought I'd lost it. So round down, all of a sudden I felt a bit of a kick. And yeah, after a dramatic fight, cut the rod lengths out, it's going under the rods to the left, trying to get in the rushes to the right, and it's a 22 pound, sorry about the light, it's a 22 pound, or 22.5 pound mirror on the Black Magic beam. There we go. Yeah, really good fight. Once I got it closer, I actually started to wonder if it was a cat. It took me ages and ages to actually see it. And I saw the tail come up. I'm sure I just saw a carp's tail. And then you start playing them a bit more gingerly, don't you? Especially with the barbless hooks. But yeah, 22.5 pound. Shoot. 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 I'll spin it round. Yeah, not the biggest by any means. But as a fish, we're off the mark, which is always nice. There we go. Shoot, shoot, shoot. So yeah, happy days. I'm very, very happy with that. So like I say, we're off the mark. 22.5 pound Black Magic bean wafter on the spinner rig. Off to the point of the island. Yeah. Put it back, get the rod back out there, and as you may be able to tell, it's raining and the camera is currently inside the bivvy where I want to be. So I need to get him back, get the rod back out there, and I'll catch up for you in a little while. Okay guys, just had another one, same rod, and pretty much a facsimile of the last bit of action. A little bit smaller, 19 pound 4 mirror. And yeah, he's angry. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Yeah, I'll quickly show you the other side. Get it back because it's still raining. And yeah. Here we go. There's the other side. Shoot, shoot, and shoot. Yeah, I'm going to get him straight back now. And hopefully we'll get a chance for some more. Watch you guys, quick catch up. That was 2 o'clock, that last fish, that 19 pound 4. Yeah, so I'm back in the bag, and yeah, it's still raining. But anyway, I'm happy. 2 fish from the first night. I'm happy with that. And hopefully we get some more. Hopefully we get a big one. But anyway, I'm going to put my head down and I'll catch up with you in a bit. Morning guys, it's just gone 8 o'clock. I've had a bit of a lie-in and the rain keeps stopping and starting. It's on and off, on and off. We're in an off moment at the moment, which is quite nice. Means I can get the camera outside, do a bit of filming. And last night, as you know, I had the 21 pounder, 21 and a half and the 19.4. So yeah, off the mark. So both fish came on the right hand rod over towards the island on the black magic bean on the spinner rig. And again, I'm yet to see if that picks up any of the bigger fish. I'm going to keep giving it a go though. It's nice to get the action, but yeah, I do want to get through to the bigger ones. I really like one of these other rods on the left hand side to go off in the open water. I'm going to leave the rods out for as long as I can while I have my breakfast. I will reset them before the weather gets too bad, because later on it's going to be torrential. It's not going to be very nice at all. But yeah, so, and saying that, I can feel a bit of rain in the air again now. So I'm going to get back in the bivvy, have my breakfast, and I'll speak to you guys in a little while. Evening guys, it's about 6:30 and there's a pause in the rain, so I'm going to make the most of it and get my rods out. I've been sitting in here in the rain, not a lot to do, so not a lot of filming. I have sorted my rigs out for the night. I've got a black magic bean on a spinner, unsurprisingly, and that's going it where I had those two fish last night on the tip of the island. I've got a pink magic bean on a standard hair rig, but with a shot on the hook, and I've got the OG Fish hardened hooker with a yellow corns topper, and that is going on my hinge stiff rig using hair rig. So yeah, I've got 3 rods set up, or 3 rigs set up. I'm going to pull the rods in a second and get them out there, and I'm just wondering what to do. I'm probably going to keep a bait out here in the open water. That'll probably be the OG Fish hardened hooker. One's going out there, which is where I've been picking the fish from on the black magic bean on the spinner rig. The guy next door has been having fish from over here, and he's had quite a few fish. He's had 4 fish today, up to 32 pound. So, but he's not having anything on his other rods. All the fish have come to one rod, so, and that is sort of over here, a couple of rod lengths off the island. Now, bearing that in mind, and I've got a bait there, I'm tempted to put another one just here and see, because there may be a group of fish or area there the fish are holding up in. So I'm going to go 1, 2 and 3 out here. So that's the plan, but I want to see, if I can find a decent spot by the island where I can put the rig. So, but I don't want to go into his water by any means. It's that's a bit naughty. So yeah, I'm going to stick to the end of the island, but just coming round a little bit, rather than on the very end of it. So yeah, I'm going to give it a go, see if I can find some spots out there, and yeah, I'll let you know how I get on. Watch guys, just coming up to 7:45 and I put the rods out for the night. I abandoned the idea of putting 2 rods towards the island. Got the first rod out, and that was going to be the one that's going to the right hand side on the island. And I was finding a little area. I was cruising around with the echo sounder on the boat, trying to find a nice spot, and then I spotted a fish head and shouldering where I've had the 2 rods in the open water. So I've abandoned the second rod against the island, and I've gone back to the same tactics. So 2 rods in the open water, one where I've been picking the fish up against, well, close to the point of the island. Left hand rod is OG Fish with a yellow corns topper. The middle rod is a 14mm pink OG Fish magic bean wafter, and the right hand rod is a black 14mm magic bean wafter. We'll see what happens. They're out. I'm going to get my dinner on. Got vegetable chilli tonight, bit of rice, and yeah, I'm going to have that and keep an eye and hopefully see some more fish chopping over the spot. Hopefully one of these guys goes. That's it, sun's going down on the second day, rods are out. What we can do now is hope and pray, fingers crossed we get another chance. So yeah, sun's actually out at the moment. Just don't know if you see it on the camera, but it's out there. I'll switch to get a better view. There you go. The little orange ball up there. Where you been all day? But anyway, I know you've been behind those things, but it's a chilly evening. A bit windy. And the baits are out there, all ready to go. So that's it. Fingers crossed. Done what I can for the night, and I'll catch up with you as and when. Morning guys, just gone 6 o'clock. As you can see, the sun's coming up behind me, and it looks like it's going to be a lovely day. It is meant to be quite a nice day today, so fingers crossed the rain stays off. As for the fishing, nothing. Just the odd single bleep. Not even a couple of bleeps, just single bleeps. And that is the highlight of the activity. So yeah, very, very quiet. I'm here till 1 o'clock, and then I'm moving over to swim 25 for another night. So hopefully, if nothing happens here, we get more luck over there. But I've still got a few hours, so fingers crossed one of them goes off. I'm tempted to just sit on my hands and let these carry on fishing, because like I say, nothing's happened yet. Who knows? It might be a bite time in the morning. I'm hoping and I'm praying. Anyway, I'll catch up with you in a bit. Watch you guys. A little bit windy, hope you can hear me. But I'm in the second swim. I'm in swim 25. I was in the swim over there in the middle. And yeah, came out there this morning. Nothing last night, nothing this morning. And yeah, I slowly packed the gear down, saw the guys packing up over here, and got round here. I've not long had the rods out, the house is up, and I've got an island in front of me here, and I've got a nice long side of bank of the island in front of me, and all that's mine. And I've got one tucked right in the corner, and I've got one just under the branches of the tree that's coming off the point of the island. And well, we've got Black Magic Bean on the right hand rod, spinner rig. We've got a OG Fish hardened hooker, yellow corns topper with the hinge stiff rig, with a hair rig on the middle rod, and on the left hand rod we've got OG Fish hardened hooker, a little 12mm OG Fish pop up, so a little snowman, just buoyant enough just to sit it up. And that is on a standard hair rig, a little bit of shrink kicker and shot and hook. So yeah, they're out there. Left and right hand rods, I didn't put too much boilie out there. I put mainly pellet with a scattering of boilies. On the left hand rod I've put more boilie in there, so I've probably put about half a kilo of boilie, maybe 3/4 kilo of boilie, and half a kilo of and a quarter of a kilo of pellet on the left hand rod. And about, what would I say, a quarter of a kilo of pellet on each of the other two, and like I say, just about 10 boilies in the hoppers and in the spreader. So minimal bait on those two rods. There are fish in the area. There's a flat calm bit off the side of the island on the back of the wind, and when the sun was up earlier you could see some shadows just under the surface out there. So there's fish out there. Albeit I couldn't sell those big fish or whatever, but I could see shapes. So there's fish in the area. Fingers crossed we get some action. Evening guys, I say evening, it feels like evening. It's only late afternoon, it's about 5 o'clock, but it feels like it's about 7:30. It's a really weird feeling, maybe because of the cloud, but the wind died down a little bit and we've seen a few fish showing. So just off the tip of the tree on the island, seen a few heads and shoulders coming out, a bit of fizzing going on, and I'm getting some knocks on the rod as well. But yeah, it's a very weird afternoon. It feels much later than it is, and it's quite chilly. But yeah, just thought I'd give you a catch up, and that's it really, and I'll speak to you soon. Good evening guys, it's just gone 7:10. And yeah, nothing to report. Yeah, it's very quiet, but I have seen some fish showing, so that's a positive sign. And I've just moved my right hand rod. I did have it tight up against into the corner of the island where it sort of goes along and then comes out again, juts out. I did have it in the corner there. I've moved it. I've come closer to me, and it's more in the bay, but not close to the edge. It's about a rod length or so off the edge, and that's the black magic bean on there. So yeah, we're all set. Fingers crossed we get some action. I did have a funny old knock on the middle rod earlier. Beep 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 up to the top and then back down again and stopped, and I've just sat on my hands and left it and put it down as a liner. But yeah, I was very close to hitting it. But yeah, we'll see. There's fish in the area, and I think the guy over in 34 has not long ago had one. I don't know how big, but I could see him pull something out. So they're still biting, albeit not necessarily here, but over there they are. And yeah, that's it. It's a bit of a chilly night, like I said earlier. It's a bit breezy, a bit cloudy. Yeah, it's not shorts and t-shirt weather, that's for sure. So anyway, catch up in a bit. Okay guys, just gone 9 o'clock, the sun's going down over there behind me, behind the cloud. It's pretty chilly, pretty chilly. Yeah, we're seeing some fish showing just to the left, that tree over there, and just behind it. They're in that swim over there, in that water. However, it's not a million miles away from me. I've got a bait just in there, in front of the tree there. So I'm not a million miles away, but is it too far? We'll wait and see. But it's pretty chilly. Like I say, sun's going down. I'm going to get in the bivvy. I'm going to put the camera away and just, yeah, probably put my head down for a bit, I think. Have an early night soon. Anyway, see you as and when. Morning guys, it's just coming up to 7 o'clock. I've been up for a while and I've not had a great sleep. Lots of little knocks on the bobbins, beep 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 beep, beep 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 beep, you know how it is. And I've kept looking, is it going to go, isn't it? No. Quiet night, apart from the knocks on the bobbins, no fish, no action. Yeah, bit of a shame really, and it's pack down day. I really thought it was going to go last night after seeing a few fish showing in, well, near the area, but it wasn't to be. Still a chance. Got to be off by 10, so I'm going to have a cup of tea, which I've got already made, and have this, then slowly put the gear away. It's one of those mornings where it looks like it might start drizzling down any second, and the bivvy's nice and dry at the moment, so I'm going to pack down as quick as I can, and yeah, keep everything nice and dry. It probably won't rain, but it's one of those mornings, it's all overcast. It looks like it could just drizzle any second, but I'm not going to take the chance. I want to get everything's dry at the moment, even the nets, so gutted. Anyway, I'm going to have this and start loading the car up, which is right behind me, which is handy. It means I can leave the rods out for as long as possible. So I'll see you in a bit. Watch you guys, come to the end of the session. Excuse the noise. Clarkson's out in the field over there somewhere. Yeah, doing his farmering stuff. But that's it. Car's all packed up and I'm ready to go home. Unfortunately, nothing last night or this morning. So out of the 3 nights I've done down here, I've had 2 fish. So it's not a blank. Unfortunately, none of the big ones though. So yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed, I'm not going to lie. I was hoping to get a chunk on this session, but I'm down here again next month, so fingers crossed we get a chance then. But until then, be lucky, and I'll see you soon.